Vlog number 12. Hey guys, today's going to be a doozy, let me tell you. Um Vlog number 12, and I literally just spent the past hour just thumbing my way through social media, killing time because I'm extremely dog ass tired. I'm no energy whatsoever. And this journey that I'm on of just, as I'm chasing or preparing to turn 40 and just showing up as the best version of myself when I hit 30 is just something that's on my mind daily. And so I was looking at my phone, I was looking at my steps for the day and realized I have like 6,000 more steps to do. So I got to dig deep. I got to push through these emotions that I'm having. And even though I'm tired and I'm sore, I just want to go to bed, it doesn't matter. But today's vlog is going to be a little bit different because the past 24 hours has um, been a struggle. Like I'm just gonna be real with you guys. So yesterday, my sons decided not to listen to me or my wife, and they got privileges taken away. And there's so many lessons within this. First of all, I realized that my microphone was not connected for yesterday's vlog, so I made sure that that is here today, which brings up the whole concept of things not being perfect. The post that I made today on social media has a spelling error. It's like, listen, if you wait for the perfect time, you're going to be waiting forever. There is no perfect time to get started. There is no perfect time to decide to make a change. And, a real man is a man that changes. A real man is a guy that is on a trajectory to change his life for the better. A beta male or, whatever you want to call these men that are out there flaunting their dad bod and, they just want to keep doing their childish things that they do. That's not a real man. A real man is someone who's actively working on himself daily, and he's pushing through the tough times. He's pushing through the failures. And I'm not just saying that because I'm currently finding myself in that spot. But failure is your greatest teacher. So, all you men out there, why are you guys being fucking cowards about failing? Right? When I was a younger man, I hated to fail. I hated to make mistakes. It ate me alive. But as I sit here today, I realize that in order to succeed, you must fail. You cannot have one without the other. So that means you need to accept that there's going to be failure. There's going to be things that you do or don't do that are going to keep you from your targets of succeeding. And the sooner you realize that accepting failure in a way that's going to grow you and letting that teach you, letting that coach you, letting that be your guide with the wisdom that you've gained, that just means you're on the path to success. It doesn't mean that you've achieved success. It means that you're on your way, or it's the catalyst to getting the things that you want, as long as you don't let it cripple you. Too many times in my life, I've let failure, I've let mistakes cripple me. They prevented me from becoming the man that I seek. So there's a failure formula in my mind. Like without pain and peaks, there cannot be fruit. Each failure is part of the validation of the journey that you're on. And we hear it all the time. We hear, comfort is the enemy of growth. Today I haven't cold plunged for about a week and a half. And man, I got in that 40-degree water today and it was brutal, right? And one of the things that I noticed immediately was obviously my mind saying, don't do this. But once I got in, I started shivering badly. Like, I mean, just it was almost like I was having a fucking seizure. And the reason I bring this up is because I used to cold plunge every morning at 6 a.m. That was my morning routine for the longest time. And I dialed that back because I got rid of the cold plunge in my house and now I have one in my business. So I can't cold plunge every day, but also my doctor's like, let's scale it back a little bit. So I did, but I haven't done it in about a week and a half. So I'm sitting there, I'm shivering. It's only 3.5 minutes, 40 degrees, fully submerged up to the neck. And I'm just like, man, I am shivering so much. I was like, I don't usually shiver this much. And I was thinking about it. I was like, your body adapts so well to the environment that you put it in. And the reason I was shaking so much today is because I have not done it. My body got comfort. My body adapted to me not doing cold plunges like I was, 3 or 4 times a week. Because if I go back 2 weeks ago and I was consistently doing it, I was not shivering that much. And it's because my body had actually built up that resistance, right? It had adapted. And like that is such a metaphor for life. Like the minute you let failure stop you from doing X, insert whatever the hell you want. The minute you let it stop you from doing X, your body, your mindset, you as a soul being starts to adapt to the comfort. It was more comfortable for my body, to not um not shiver while I was in the cold plunge, a couple weeks ago. But it got used to me not doing it. So now it's having another response. And so, the failure formula I like to talk about is um your results tell the truth about your action. And so whether you're struggling in business right now, whether you're struggling in finances, whether your marriage is struggling, whether your body or your health or your fitness is struggling, the results don't lie, guys. The results do not lie. You are a walking billboard of your habits and your discipline. If you're overweight, if you're sick, if you're on medication, you can't do 15 push ups, you can't do pull ups, you can't run a mile. If you can't do those things as a man, guess what? You're letting failure dictate your future. Your results or lack of effort is giving you the results that you want. And it goes the other way. When you're working out, when you're eating healthy, when you're taking care of yourself, when you're, being the standard for your family, you're going to have good results. But it's in direct correlation with the effort that you're putting in. So in order to succeed, in order to be successful, you need to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The failures, they're going to come, they're going to go. Those failures are stepping stones. And the question I have for you today, the challenge that I have for you today is, are you brave enough to fail forward? Are you actively doing new things? Are you actively challenging yourself so that no matter what, there is going to be failure? There are going to be mistakes because there's two very distinct differences. If you're just letting life happen to you and you're letting, you know, these failures come as they go and you're not actually seeking challenges, that's a lot different. The paths, the journey looks different towards success. Because if you're just one of these guys that just lets life happen and, oh, yep, yeah, I got a flat tire today, blah, that type of stuff. And you're not actively seeking, if you're not being that real man, seeking growth, seeking change, then yeah, you'll never reach success. Do I consider myself successful? Yes and no. There are things in my life I have not yet achieved. There are things that I'm doing today that I believe will get me to the place of the things that I want. And how do I know that? I have coaches. I have failures. I have successes. I'm sitting here today and all I want to do is go to friggin' bed, but yet I got to go hit a workout. I got to go make my kids dinner. I got to go do 6,000 steps. I got to post this vlog. So do the things that you know you need to do that are going to get you closer to where you want to be. Oh, what a revelation there, right, Paul? It is because so many of you are not doing this. So many of you are letting the fear of failure, so many of you are letting the idea of perfection or having the perfect time hold you back. Guys, I've done 75 hard at least 5 times. I've successfully completed it twice. I had to fail 3 times before I completed it 1 time, right? So if you want to be successful, prepare to fail. It's going to happen. And how quickly you adapt to the failure and move forward and keep going and being like the buffalo and running into the fucking storm, that's going to determine if you're going to reach your goal, if you're going to reach your target, and if you're going to be successful. Remember, guys, dominate daily.